Today's video is going to be a Taught by a Blonde segment. I'm hoping to have this kind of be sort of like a beginner's guide to wedding videography. For those of you who don't know me or maybe seeing me for the first time today, I am a videographer. That's what I do full time, and then I just do YouTube for funsies. I would say I've done well over 35, maybe 40 weddings. I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna share my tips and everything with you guys. So I'm gonna be talking about 5 different points. So what I'm currently filming on right now and what I actually use every photo shoot is a Canon 80D. It's definitely not the newest camera out there, but I love it. He's my baby. I don't know too much about other brands of cameras. Canon is the only one that I have learned and kind of just upgraded through. If you are looking for a camera, especially to shoot wedding videography or birth stories or homecoming videos, lifestyle, pretty much anything, make sure when you are looking that it can do 60 frames per second in at least 1080p. Some cameras do 60 frames per second, but the quality is maybe 720. If you're just wanting to get one lens that is just gonna be solid for you and not have to worry about interchanging them out throughout the whole day, I use a 24mm lens. It's just my go-to lens. I'm just going to be talking about local weddings that I'm doing. For Utah, there are typically 2 different types of weddings. There's the civil and the temple wedding. I may be over prepared, but I definitely check in with the couple a month before, a week before, and then maybe even the day before, just to double, triple check what time their ceiling is, yada yada yada, addresses, things like that. Because plans change and they're busy and maybe they forget to update you, but it's your job to figure that out. Always get there right when the ceiling starts. And so then I'll just walk around the temples, get different shots of, flowers or scenery or just things that catch my eye. And then the couple is gonna come out. This, to the Mormon culture, I feel like, I'm LDS, so I feel like I can say this, is probably the most important shot of the wedding day, and it's why they want you there, is them coming out of the temple and greeting their friends and family after they have been married. So make sure when you are going to the temple to find those doors that they're gonna come out. Every temple is different. Don't be shy, just ask around. So after you are done getting a few shots of the important posed photos, then you are free to just kind of get a few pretty formally shots. I always make sure to get at least 10 to 15, especially if I haven't done a first look for the couple. And then you are good. You can go home until the reception if they want you at the reception. If not, then you get to go home when you're done. Continuing point number 2 on what to expect. Now I'm going to be talking about civil weddings. Kind of what to expect. I always get there maybe half an hour, 20 minutes before the wedding is about to start. Depending on if the bride has asked me to come earlier to get getting ready shots, I definitely recommend if you're newer and starting out to get there an hour before. I'm just really quick and I know kind of what shots I want to get. So basically you're going to get there, you're going to find the bride. She's probably going to be up in some room with her bridesmaids or her mom, and just get maybe a few shots of the bouquets, the bridesmaids just interacting, things like that, them getting ready. And then I just get a few details of the venue just to kind of help set up the scene of where they're gonna get married. I hope that makes sense. So this is what I do. Like I said, it's kind of chaotic, but I'm just telling you what I do. So I always try to get the father and the daughter, the bride, as they're interacting, kind of linking up, about to walk down the aisle. And then I kind of move really quick, go up to where the groom is standing, and I just kind of point my camera at him, and I wait until I know that he is seeing her enter the room. And I just kind of get that reaction on his face as he's seeing her walk down the aisle. And then I don't hold it there the whole time, because you definitely want to turn your camera and get her as she's walking the rest of the way down the aisle. Everything else is just kind of breezy, because the ceremony is usually 10 to 15 minutes, so you have time to get specific shots of the hands and putting on the ring and far away shots, yada yada yada. So after they are done getting married, they're probably going to go out and want pictures with their family, just like at the temple, and the photographer is going to pose them, and again, just kind of follow around, be a fly on the wall. And now I'm going to be talking about receptions. Receptions in general, I feel are pretty similar, in the sense that most of them have the same kind of outline. The main shots that you're going to want to get at the reception are father of the bride and the bride's first dance together, the couple's first dance together, mother-son dance if they do one, throwing the bouquet, getting the garter, throwing the garter, cutting the cake, and last but not least, the send-off, if they're having a send-off. Okay, I highly recommend figuring out a few signature shots that you want to get every time. An example of one signature shot I always try to get is the back of the bride's dress and the groom sliding his hands around. Can you even see? Oh, I guess I can just show you. Okay. Another signature shot I love to get is them both underneath the veil saying I love you to each other. Point number 4. Holy cow, is this video so long or what? You are going to want to have a contract. I feel like at first I was kind of turned off to the idea because I felt like it scared my clients away. But it definitely protects you, and a lot of clients actually prefer when you have one because there are a lot of things in my contract and in most videographer, photographer contracts that protect your client as well. So just make sure in your contract to be very clear and upfront before they book with you on what you expect of them and what to expect of you. One of the biggest things that I have made sure to do is tell them that I only go to up to 2 hours at the reception. I have so much advice, and I'm just gonna kind of just throw it out to you. At every single wedding, kind of keep your eyes peeled for another couple who is not yet engaged or who just got engaged but is not married, and make sure to give them a little bit of attention, you know. Another really classy thing to do, especially in the summer, is to bring a water bottle of cold water to hand to the bride and groom after they are done taking like family pictures and stuff. Guaranteed they are gonna be thirsty. I always make sure that I have candy or pretzels. There are always gonna be kids who are not happy. And like 97% of the time, if you give them a little treat, they are going to be happy for like at least a minute so you can get your shot. Okay, and my last little piece of advice would be wait. I cannot tell you how many snippets of videos that are like 3 minutes long of me just sitting and waiting for like a little girl to do a twirl and have her dress flare up again, or just pointing at the bride and groom after they got married, waiting for everybody to kind of gather around them in the shots and they're just smiling at each other, or just like the candid laughs when something happens. Those things are priceless, and they are what I feel like video is meant to capture. I can't tell you how many amazing shots I've gotten because I had the patience. So that is all for me today. If you guys want me to do a more detailed walkthrough, like what settings do I use, make sure to comment down below. I would love to make more videos like this. For those of you seeing me for the first time, welcome to my channel. I am Nicole Jordyn, and I post videos like this regularly on Mondays, and then I also post on Saturdays for Singing Saturday. So if I were you, I would totally consider subscribing. I would love to have you come be part of the family, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys!